MLB Speedway Classic, Braves vs. Reds at Bristol Motor Speedway. Imagine a stadium so massive that it can fit not one, but two baseball diamonds. That's exactly what the Cincinnati Reds and Atlanta Braves encountered as they arrived at Bristol Motor Speedway for the MLB Speedway Classic. The sheer scale of the speedway is awe-inspiring, with its towering stands and sprawling infield. As Reds manager Terry Francona put it, "When you get outside of the field, it's actually pretty cool. The way the stands kind of all face in, the ones they're using, it looks pretty cool." But here's where it gets interesting. The speedway's unique layout and massive size posed some unique challenges for the teams and organizers. And this is the part most people miss: the amount of work that went into transforming a racing track into a baseball stadium. The result was nothing short of incredible, with a record crowd of over 85,000 fans in attendance. But the day wasn't without its hiccups, as a rain delay of 2 hours and 17 minutes forced the teams to wait it out. The delay was so long that the Braves ultimately decided to switch starting pitchers, with Spencer Strider being replaced due to concerns about his elbow. As Braves general manager Alex Anthopoulos explained, "I can tell you how excited he was, and I know how he's crushed." The game was eventually suspended and set to resume the next day, but not before the fans were treated to a pre-game party featuring a 110-foot Ferris wheel, race cars painted in MLB team colors, and even a performance by star Tim McGraw. The players themselves seemed to enjoy the experience, with Reds pitcher Andrew Abbott showing up in a custom NASCAR-inspired uniform. But what really got everyone talking was the prospect of hitting a home run that would bounce off the racetrack beyond the outfield wall. As Braves first baseman Matt Olson put it, "We want to win the game, but it'd be cool to hit one where you've never hit one." And this raises an interesting question. Should MLB consider hosting more games in non-traditional venues like Bristol Motor Speedway? On one hand, it could help bring baseball to new and exciting locations and create unique experiences for fans. On the other hand, it could also pose logistical challenges and affect the quality of play. What do you think? Should MLB continue to experiment with non-traditional venues or stick to traditional baseball stadiums? Let us know in the comments. But here's the thing. The success of the MLB Speedway Classic could have major implications for the future of baseball. As Commissioner Rob Manfred's push to take MLB to new and exciting locations continues, we may see more games like this in the future. And who knows, maybe one day we'll see a team based in Nashville, Tennessee. The possibilities are endless, and it's exciting to think about what the future of baseball might hold. So, what do you think about the MLB Speedway Classic? Did you attend the game or watch it from home? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. MLB's Braves-Reds game at Bristol Motor Speedway suspended due to rain. ESPN report. Rain drenched Major League Baseball's ambitious cross-sport crossover event at Bristol Motor Speedway this weekend, proving nature's unpredictable power even over NASCAR's sacred grounds. Here's why you need to care about baseball's tide turn area. But here's where things got real. The Braves-Reds clash, billed as MLB's latest unconventional experiment, was halted just one inning into action Saturday night as a relentless downpour turned star-studded festivities into a soggy spectacle. But this isn't just about a rain delay. It's a bold question. Can baseball truly thrive outside ballparks? Speedway Classic resumes. Braves vs. Reds highlights rain delay drama. Imagine witnessing one of the most anticipated baseball events, only for nature to throw a curveball, literally. That's exactly what happened at the Bristol Motor Speedway during the inaugural MLB Speedway Classic. Despite all the excitement, heavy rain unexpectedly poured down just before the game could start, forcing a delay of over 2 hours and 17 minutes. When play finally got underway, the contest between the Braves and Reds was halted early, with only one out in the bottom of the first inning. And this is just the beginning of the story. The game is set to pick back up at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, airing live on Fox. Fans can arrive early, as the gates will open at 10 a.m., and tickets purchased for Saturday's scheduled game will be valid for Sunday's resumption. While the weather disrupted the game itself, it couldn't dampen the festive atmosphere that built up before the postponement. The pre-game celebrations were packed with energy, music, and vibrant displays, reflecting the uniqueness of this event. The first American League versus National League game ever held in Tennessee, and notably, the first to take place within a racing venue. Braves manager Brian Snitker expressed his disappointment, but also empathy, especially for the enthusiastic fans. "It is what it is on our side, but mainly, I hate it for the fans," he said. "It was an incredible crowd out here, and the atmosphere before the game was electric. Hopefully many of those folks will stay around for tomorrow." Interestingly, the Braves' scheduled starting pitcher, Spencer Strider, had already finished warming up just before the game was delayed, which led to him being scratched from the lineup. The Reds' Chase Burns, despite the long wait, was able to make his scheduled appearance and struck out 2 batters in a perfect first inning. However, Burns will not be available when play resumes. On the other hand, Austin Cox had to step into an emergency role, taking the mound after Strider was pulled. His first efforts were challenging, as he gave up 3 straight singles with 1 out, including an RBI single by Austin Hayes, that put the Reds ahead 1-0 before the game was suspended. Even with the game paused, the spirit of the event thrived. Fans, broadcasters, and players embraced the racing theme in playful, spirited ways. For example, Reds pitcher Andrew Abbott, who grew up around NASCAR and even attended the University of Tennessee for 2 years, checked out the field wearing an authentic Rusty Wallace firesuit, sleeves cut off for style. Abbott shared that he found the suit on eBay and appreciated the historical significance, as he's familiar with Rusty Wallace's racing legacy. Similarly, Reds catcher Tyler Stevenson showcased his creative side by donning a chest protector styled after Ricky Bobby's race car from the comedy film Talladega Nights. This fun tribute was part of a broader effort to blend baseball with the racing vibe. Another Reds catcher, Jose Trevino, took the theme further by sporting custom spikes resembling Lightning McQueen from Pixar's Cars, an inventive way to incorporate pop culture into the game. Pre-game festivities included a star-studded concert featuring country icon Tim McGraw, pop artist Pitbull, and country singer Jake Owen. The event also marked a patriotic highlight as the U.S. Navy participated by performing the national anthem with MU-1 Catherine Dobbins, backed by the U.S. Navy Ceremonial Guard, with a dramatic jet flyover by 4 FA-18 Super Hornets from Virginia Beach's Naval Air Station. Moreover, a memorable ceremonial first pitch was thrown by Hall of Famer Chipper Jones to Chase Elliott, alongside Johnny Bench catching Kyle Busch's pitch, adding a nostalgic touch for baseball and racing fans alike. So, while Saturday's game was interrupted by weather, the excitement, creativity, and community spirit that surrounded the Speedway Classic continue to exemplify how sports events can bring people together in unexpected and innovative ways. But here's where it gets controversial. Do you think holding a major league game in a racing venue adds real value to either sport? Or does it risk diluting the traditional experience? Share your thoughts. This is one debate worth having.